Hey everybody. I decided to make a short video because I think a bunch of you have already seen some information online about the event that I'm hosting at Jammin Java in Vienna, 2 p.m. Saturday, August 17th, and it's called Tufts Friends. And so maybe you've seen the poster, and maybe you know that it's a charity benefit concert. But the story behind it's a little complicated, and I like talking about it. And so I thought it would help for more people to know why I do the event and what's behind it. The concert benefits the Craig Tufts Memorial Education Fund, which is named after my dad, and it's managed by the National Wildlife Federation, where my dad worked as the chief naturalist at the National Wildlife Federation for over 30 years. The National Wildlife Federation publishes Ranger Rick magazine and Your Big Backyard and some other nature magazines that you might have read. My dad passed away in June of 2009 after a year-long battle with brain cancer. And he was a lover of nature, and it's a thing that has had a profound effect on my life. He also had a massive record collection, which was another profound effect on my life. At any rate, months before he passed, after he had decided to refuse further treatment, my dad and my stepmom Jean were discussing what he might like to see done with any donations made in his name. And what they arrived at was that he really liked the idea of a scholarship fund. And so immediately after he passed away, lots of money started pouring in from lots of folks. He was really well known in the environmental community. And so some friends and family at the Federation, National Wildlife Federation, decided that the best use of the money might be to provide scholarships for kids to study nature. And that the best place for that money to go would be scholarships to family nature summits, which are week-long ecotourism vacations for the entire family. These are actually vacations that once were sponsored by the National Wildlife Federation, that my dad used to be on faculty at, and that I used to attend most of my summers growing up until I went away to college. And so that was the decision that was made, and the contest the first year was announced in all of National Wildlife Federation's magazines and on the website, and dozens of kids from all over the country submitted essays explaining what they had done for the natural world in their communities and why they thought that they deserved the scholarship. This has gone on every summer since my dad's passing, and the feedback we've gotten from the kids who have won and participated and their families has been pretty amazing. It's very expensive to send a kid to one of these summits when you take into account that we have to cover their plane tickets and room and board on top of tuition. And one of the downsides of memorial funds is, although a lot of money tends to pour in immediately after someone passes away, the challenge becomes greater and greater every year after their passing to try to keep that money coming in. And our goal with the fund is eventually to make it self-sustaining. In other words, that there's so much money in the fund that we're able to provide scholarships just on the interest alone. The number that we would need to get to for that is pretty staggering. So a couple years ago, I was trying to decide how to celebrate my birthday because I had fallen into the habit of booking my friends to play at my house for my birthday. And I was thinking about what I might be able to do to memorialize my dad, and I decided to borrow some ideas from some friends of mine, Justin Trawick, who manages the 9 singer-songwriter series, and Todd Wright, who hosts some charity benefit concerts every year around the holidays in the winter, and combine it with my birthday. And this is our 3rd year doing it this year. Previous years we've raised a combined total of over $5,000 for the fund, and it's a good chunk. This year's lineup is better than ever. It's amazing, and I'm really excited about it. The folks that are playing are Dan Fisk, Lauren Calv, Jason Ager, Victoria Vox, the Family Plots, Margot McDonald, Angela Sheik, Todd Wright, Taylor Carson, Cassidy Ford, Nate Ihara, a group from Madison, Wisconsin that I met on tour in the spring called Snouts. Laura Segaris, who I play with, and a couple of my other bands, Mud Ray and Derek Avery, and the Beanstalk Library, and Andy Zipp's band, the Coward Squire. So that's who are playing this year. It's August 17th at 2 p.m. And all the profits from the concert are going to go towards the education fund. In addition, I'm going to be auctioning off a bunch of photos that I took while I was on tour in the spring. So that's about it. Thanks for listening and watching, and I hope to see you in a few weeks at Jammin Java. Thanks. Bye.